The first element of poetry is stanza. Stanza are a collection of lines in poetry separated by pause or space. Stanza usually have a certain pattern in the number of lines or rhythm and form structure section in poetry. There are 4 stanzas from the Facebook sonnet. The next element of poetry is line is a collection of words that stand in one line. The Facebook sonnet line consists of 14 lines in one poem.
The next element that is rhyme. Every poetry must contain rhyme. Rhyme in poetry means words that have different initial sounds, but the ending sounds the same, including the final sound, the final vowel sound, and everything that follows it. The final vowel sound of reunion and cruel is the same, therefore the rhyme is A. The final vowel sound of friends and unmanned is the same, therefore the rhyme is B, and so on. The final vowel sound of pretend and extend is the same, therefore the rhyme is B. The final vowel sound of same, at, and games is the same, therefore the rhyme is C. The final vowel sound of fame and domain is the same, therefore the rhyme is D. The final vowel sound of church and church is the same, that is, the rhyme is E. The final vowel sound of confess and loneliness is the same, therefore the rhyme is F. The next element that is stanza form, which is the names given to describe the number of lines in a stanzaic unit. A stanzaic unit such as couplet 2-line stanza, tercet 3-line stanza, quatrain 4-line stanza, quintet 5-line stanza, sestet 6-line stanza, septet 7-line stanza, octave 8-line stanza. In the poetry, the Facebook sonnet, there are 2 stanza forms present, namely in stanza 1, stanza 2, and stanza 3, each stanza has 4 lines. The name is quatrain, while in stanza 4, it has 2 lines. The name is stanza form is called couplet.
Image help to create the mood and tone of the story. To do that, a poetry usually use imagery. The description of sensory experiences in poetry is called imagery. In this text, there are 4 imagery: auditory imagery, visual imagery, tactile imagery, and gustatory imagery. For auditory imagery is welcome, visual imagery is high school, childhood, and for tactile imagery is kind, cruel, undervalue, undermine, pretend, assume, presume, and extend, and shame, and loneliness. So for gustatory imagery is play. For gustatory imagery, the color is pink. That is play.
The next element of poetry is figure of speech. In the Facebook sonnet, we find several types of figures of speech. They are, in the first line, is metaphor. The phrase endless high school reunion is used a metaphor to compare Facebook to an endless high school reunion. And the next in the fourth line is personification. The phrase undervalue and unnamed the present personifies the present, suggesting a deliberate act of undervaluing or damaging it. And the next is lines 5 until line 8. Metaphor. Let's assume, resume, and extend childhood. Let's all play the games that occupy the young. Let fame and shame intertwine. These lines metaphorically describe Facebook as a place where people can revisit their childhood, play games, and explore their intertwining of fame and shame. And the next in the line 9 is symbolism. Here, the search for God is used a symbol to represent the desire to share and be open in spiritual and personal quests. And the next in the line 12 is personification. It states that Facebook has become a platform for people to share their religious beliefs, like it to a cause that should be respected. And the next in the line 13 is alliteration. Let's sign up, sign in, and confess is an example of alliteration where the repetition of the word sign creates a rhythmic effect. And the last in the line 14 is metaphor. Here at the altar of loneliness, metaphorically portrays Facebook as a place where people seek connection and confession, but ultimately feel lonely and alienated. And the next element is meaning. In the Facebook sonnet has meaning in each of its stanzas. In the first stanzas, Sherman Alexis, the Facebook sonnet is humorous yet critical examination of the impact of social media in our lives, relationships, and overall well-being. The poetry encourages readers to reflect on their reliance on social media and the potential negative consequence of this addiction on their lives and lives of those around them. And the second stanza is reflection on the nature of social media and its impact on our lives, particularly the way it can lead to a sense of loneliness and desire to return to the simplicity of childhood. The line suggests that people often long for a return to their younger years, when life seemed more straightforward and less complicated. And in the third stanza is a satirical critique of social media culture, specifically Facebook, and how it affects human relationship and communication. This stanza is question touches on the idea that social media has made personal and private matters public, including one's search for God, which is traditionally a private matter. The line "Let church.com become our church" suggests that people are turning to social media as a substitute for traditional religious institutions. The use of internal rhyme in the words fame and shame creates a light-hearted tone in a relevant topic, but the tone changes to a more serious one as the poem progresses. And the last stanza, or fourth stanza, there is the phrase "has here at the altar of loneliness," refers to the idea that social media, despite being designed as a means of connection, can often lead to feelings of isolation and disconnection from reality.
The next element of poetry is educational value. The educational value of the Facebook sonnet lies in its ability to provoke talk and discussion about the role of social media in our lives and its potential negative effects on our relationship and communication skills. By presenting a critical perspective on social media, the poem encourages readers to reflect on their own experience and consider the importance of face-to-face interaction in a digital age.